It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the New York Knicks going up against the Brooklyn Nets. And for Brooklyn, they got their season rolling with a nice win in their first game. Now we'll find out if they can build on it and open with back-to-back victories.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony, and we've got...
Well, guys, the fallout from the Nets trade with the Celtics in 2013, of course, is still...
Yeah, some lean years in Brooklyn, partially as a result of that transaction. David, as always, thank you. And Clark with the full bulk of the NBA season still ahead of us. What can players do to prepare themselves physically and mentally for this long, long season?
I think you've got to try to find ways and mechanisms to stay fresh. Obviously, you've got to do your work in the gym and in the weight room, but also in your rest and recovery. I think you've just got to be diligent and consistent, and then find pockets where you can get away and refresh your mind and your body. Right. Because you can't come out of the gate like it's the postseason. There's a pace and rhythm to the regular season that you have to learn how to manage.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Mutombo. Klay Thompson is out there with Hornacek. Then it's AI, and it's McGrady in at the small forward position. And then Bosch with the jam.
And great effort on the boards, and what a mean
talk
that was, Kev. I mean, you just will not see him ever quit on a play.
That guy is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
And you know what? Sometimes that's not even enough. He'll go around, over, or through you to get to the pump.
Count it.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
And McGinnis kicks to Barkley. Over Bosch. The kick out to Brown. And the Nets miss again. The Knicks have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Bosch. Now here's Mutombo. Defense is right there. 6 to shoot. Here's Thompson, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there. For Brooklyn, they've gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. 13 feet away. Robertson's shot is off.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
Hornacek dishes to Bosch. Mutombo kicks to Bosch. Hornacek against Robertson. Here's Bosch. And that one is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Playing on the road, always a challenge, but it becomes a heck of a lot easier when you can shoot the 3-ball the way they did.
And Greg, they were shooting that thing with confidence, boy. Every time they got a clean look from deep, the trigger was pulled. Pow!
And the basket by Mutombo.
Can't allow Mutombo to get this deep. I mean, once you do, he's going to score it with ease.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And going back to last season, they really struggled for wins. And even against a team like this with comparable talent, they didn't manage one win in the season series.
Yeah, and you know they wanted to have a better showing against them. Maybe they can take a step in the right direction tonight, guys.
And McGinnis kicks to Brown. Here's Bull, and it comes off the front of the rim. New York with the ball. Good momentum, 8 straight points. It's tipped. Pass to McGinnis. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
And maybe that'll get them going. They need to find a rhythm.
Yeah, you know, good to see them finally find the bottom of the net, because I think they got to build off of that.
McGrady up top. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. It's deflected.
And it's not just Bowles' size that makes him such an excellent shot blocker. He's got great instincts as well. Not many guys come out of games with more blocks than points, but that's typically the stat line for Manu.
McGrady against Robertson. There's the pass to McGinnis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throw of the night. McGrady kicks to Hornacek. Takes the 13-footer. Thompson misses.
Now, the defense was far from awful. However, he still got to make these shots, in my opinion. And, you know, Kevin, they count on him to provide offense, and he knows how to fill it up.
The Knicks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. McGrady passes to Bosch. Back to McGrady. Hornacek outside. Some nice passing by New York here, but they recover it. He kicks it to Thompson. Outside Bosch. McGrady against McGinnis. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And checking out the stats for Thompson. A very nice season for him last year. He put up about 20 points per game last season. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And he was their top scorer throughout last season.
Well, his teammates knew whenever they really needed a basket, just look his way.
Brown kicks to Barkley. Over to the left wing. Brown, the pass to Bull. Now, here is Barkley, covered by Mutombo. And it's Barkley missing.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Thompson with the bucket.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Pass to Bull. McGrady against McGinnis. Inside, stolen by Bosch. And Thompson kicks to Hornacek. Back to Thompson, trying to get open is McGrady. Some solid defense from Brown.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint. I mean, well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Fantastic speed on the break. Speed, heel, showing no mercy in transition there, partner.
McGrady passes to Bosch. That's tipped. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And then Barkley with the dunk.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
And guys, Kenny Atkinson, a coach who has a knack for player development.
Yeah, he does, and the players' improvement on this Nets team speaks to that. I mean, Atkinson has done a terrific job of improving his young players. Also gets the most out of the veterans and teaches them new skills and approaches to their game, which endears them to the players and helps his team.
Lots of physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of toning that down a bit. There's enough physicality in the game.
Here's Mutombo. That one misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's McGinnis. And again, no good by Brooklyn. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Wall against Robertson. Here's Barkley. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for the Nets.
And it's been the bigs doing most of the work
on the glass, and really no surprise there. That's what you pay those guys for, to control that paint and haul in those misses.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Capella's checked in.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
That free throw missing. And John Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but it helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
Inside, and Barkley throws it down.
And, you know, we can't measure Hart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
McGrady outside. Robertson with the steal. Barkley right side. A floater, Capella, and it's sent back by Mutombo. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. New York called for the foul.
And, you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
2 shots.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Clint Capella is a guy who's a defensive anchor and takes quality shots, and because of that, he plays his role to perfection.
Coleman's checked in for the Knicks. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for New York. Passes it to McGrady. Here's Mashburn. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Pass to McGrady. And the pass to Coleman. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. The Nets with the lead. Pass to McGinnis. Shot from 16. Count it. Good. McGinnis has got 8.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Robertson against Wall. Passes it to Mashburn. Outside, Wall. To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. It's stolen by McGrady. Pass to Mashburn. Right side, Wall. Over Robertson. Evans is checked in for Mutombo. The Nets on offense. They're on an 18-7 run. Here's McGinnis. And that one goes long.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Yeah, I like the fact, Greg, that he crowded the shooter there, made him uncomfortable, got into his airspace a bit. Looked like he forced the shot.
And Divac, a cunning passer, phenomenal at realizing when one of his guys has a clean look.
Capella dishes to Robertson. Just 5 on the clock. Barkley down low. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 8.
Yeah, and he's connecting on a lot of his shots here, shooting a high percentage from the field, really giving his team a boost.
Now the pass to Coleman. Here's Mashburn, defended by Barkley. And that one's good, Mashburn. Mashburn's got his first 2 points of the night.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Pass to Robertson. Here's McGinnis to the middle. Divac grabs the board.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets lead by 1. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. A unique upbringing for Clint Capella. Spent years.
Even as a kid, I wasn't even dreaming about that far.
Just an inspiring story, Greg. It gives you perspective on why you should be grateful for everything you have.
Kevin, without a doubt, Capella's upbringing helped shape him, and the hard work he continues to put in is really admirable.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
Yeah, it's been impressive for me too, Greg. I mean, they've snuffed out a lot of shots, and I think they've had an intimidating effect on the opponent.
And New York, looking at who they've got, we've got Johnson. He's out there with Tracy McGrady, and it's Mashburn in at the 3, the small forward. Poke loose, and out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella. Last season, he played outstanding. First in field goal percentage, second in blocks, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And last year, he really was the poster boy for scoring efficiency. You could count on one hand the number of bad shots he took.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Well, I tell you what, if you're a fan of the Nets, you've got to like the job the front office has done. When they took over the team, it was stuck in a quagmire of losing. Now, the fans have some hope as they're building towards success.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Yeah, watching Johnson focus in on his teammates, he does a really nice job, I think, of sensing and feeling when his guy is open.
The shot by Robertson, no good.
No excuses, no explanations. I mean, got to sink that J from mid-range. Defense wasn't even paying attention to him. Come on, man.
McGrady outside. And there are the Knicks with another bucket. Nets trail by 3. Robertson kicks to Cunningham. Barkley inside. No good. Shot missing. And New York the other way now. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Divac against Capella. 4 on the shot clock. There's the 3. A shot by McGrady, no good. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Down low, and the dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
Here's Johnson, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Robertson. Fans can see what a team is doing on the court, but they can't see behind the scenes. Mark, in your experience, what are some of the hallmarks of a team with great locker room chemistry?
Yeah, you know, it varies from team to team. You know, you've got various personalities, but I think the one common theme is really a respect for each other and a willingness to sacrifice for each other. That creates an atmosphere for people to be their best. The teams that have good chemistry, there may be friction, there may be drama, but underneath any of that is a real respect for each other and a commitment to sacrificing for each other.
Here's McGrady. Johnson outside. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. McGrady's got 3 assists tonight. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
For the Knicks, AI is checked in for Divac. And it's Thompson in for Johnson. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 4. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Good!
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
McGrady passes to Bosch. And Thompson kicks to McGrady. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
And so here is New York. Bosch passes to Hornacek. 6 on the shot clock. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Brown. To the middle. Here's Barkley. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. The Knicks with the lead. And Thompson kicks to Robinson. Inside. And it's Bosch. That time on the assist from Robinson. Bosch has got 6.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Here's Barkley. Gets it to go from 8 feet. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. New York moving it around. Here's Bosch. Here's Robinson. And the layup is good.
Well, I like watching him get after it on the glass now, staying active, and usually that leads to good things.
Nets trail by 4. Miller, the pass to Barkley. Right through the knee for the layup. Barkley's got 6 in the quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for New York.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
The free throw drops for Bosch. Now Miller. Kicks it to Barkley. Over Hornacek. It'll go, and the Knicks lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Barkley.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Yeah, I like the quick release, Greg. He does a nice job getting it up quickly, especially when he's facing a bigger defender.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
McGinnis, he's checked in for Miller. Hornacek passes to Thompson. Bosch scanning the floor. Here's Robinson. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Cannot give him that much room from mid-range. They got to feel lucky he didn't knock that one down.
Passes it to Bull. Here's McGinnis. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Hornacek kicks to Robinson. It's stolen by Brown. To the inside, Barkley, and it's sent back by Bosch. Here's Robinson. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brown, the pass to Brown. Nice shot from the wing. And so here is New York. And Thompson kicks to Hornacek. Goes up on the high post. Brooklyn with the rebound. Bulls got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Barkley. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
New York trailing. Outside Robinson. Thompson against Barkley. And Thompson kicks to Bosch. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Bosch has got it all tied up now for the Knicks.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Pass to Bull. McGinnis against Hornacek. McGinnis the pass to Brown. Over in the corner, Brown feeds to Barkley. Fades and shoots. Again, the Nets for 2.
He's been on the roll this quarter, really leading the way for his team right now.
Hornacek against Brown. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And that one is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
McGinnis' shot is off. New York's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Bosch. It's hauled in by McGinnis. McGinnis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Saturday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Boston Celtics. Then on Monday, they will start out on the road to play the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Robertson, he's checked in for Barkley. Anderson, he's checked in for New York. John Wall comes in for Jeff Hornacek. Thompson finds Bosch. Wall looking it over. Thompson, left side. Shoots over Brown, and Bull pulls it down.
I think these are the shots he's got to avoid taking. I mean, already struggling. He's not helping his team right now looking at those shots.
To the paint. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the pass to McGinnis. Nets passing it around. Robertson against Wall. No good from Robertson.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The drive by Thompson. Got it. Good job in the low post. Thompson's got 6.
Well, I tell you what, they've got to be fuming. I mean, they were way too late in contesting that layup.
Robertson against Wall. Robertson dishes to Capella. Brown kicks to Brown. Over Anderson. Capella trying to free himself up. Brown, good. Brown Brown's got his first bucket of the night.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Anderson outside. Here's Bosch. The rebound by the Nets. Guinness has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Anderson. Down low. Mutombo passes to Thompson. Makes it off the glass. Thompson's got 4 points this quarter.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Pass to McGinnis. It'll count. Tie game in Brooklyn. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. They never got too far behind as their largest deficit in the period was 8. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead they had at the start of the second quarter and headed into the locker room with the game all knotted up. Let's start with you, Shaq. And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of act.
Welcome back as we get a beautiful aerial view of the Williamsburg Bridge connecting Manhattan and Brooklyn. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What can you say? Clutch and impressive effort here today.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter where he is on the floor either, Greg. He's making it look very easy. He's looking to score the ball.
McGinnis out there with Barkley. Then there's Robertson. Then there's Brown. And it's Bull in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the Nets 5. Robertson kicks to Brown. Pass to McGinnis. That's tipped. It's stolen by McGrady. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Here's McGinnis. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. McGrady passes to Hornacek. Over Robertson, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Down low, McGinnis, and McGinnis throws it down.
Well, you know, if you're playing Robertson to score, not a bad idea, but that means you're going to leave other guys open, and he'll find them.
Here's Mutombo. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
And McGinnis kicks to Barkley. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Hornacek. Hornacek's got 3 assists tonight. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's McGinnis. The shot misses. The Knicks go the other way with it.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1-for-4 start.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Brown inside. It's up against Thompson. Brown the pass to Bull. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Bull's got 5 points so far.
That's just too easy. I mean, you can't let him post you like that.
Yeah, where's your fight? You got to show more fight than that.
Here's Bosch, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Yeah, it's called 3D. Dejected, deflated, on defense. That's what's going on right now, guys.
Brown kicks to Barkley. Pass to Robertson. To the wing right side. There's the pass to Brown. Shot clock at 5. He tries for 3. Knicks with the rebound. McGrady's got 4 rebounds in this game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Brown. Good D by Thompson. The Knicks leading by 11. To the inside. Robertson with the steal. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Fourth, Klay Thompson.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Hornacek outside. Bosch kicks to McGrady. Pass to Hornacek. 6 to shoot. Thompson inside the line, and he hits the jump shot. Thompson's got 4 this quarter.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Barkley the pass to McGinnis. Hornacek against Robertson. It's deflected. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
One of the all-time greats and most versatile scorers ever, Oscar Robertson, showing you how easy it is for him to get to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
I've been impressed with how well they've penetrated tonight, too.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Deflects the pass, and it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Risky pass there. They're lucky to retain possession this time.
Devon's in the post. Johnson surveying the floor. Up and in on the layup. Johnson's got the lead up to 13 now for the Knicks. The Nets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, he is on a major role today. This timeout was desperately needed. We've got to come up with a new game plan designed to shut him down.
Nets passing it around. And a fast break now for New York. Hornacek right side. That one a little long. Nets trailed by 13. Lets it go from 14. And good that time.
Oh, check out the handles. Their nasty spin move had his man grab it for air.
Johnson goes in and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
You know, Johnson is a superb scorer, an effective combo guard who can get it going in a hurry.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Mark, you've always been a student of the game. You've seen a number of guys do a great job of changing styles as they've gotten older in the game.
Yeah, that's always fun to watch. I think about Magic Johnson. think about Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
Right.
You watch these guys, and there are a number of other guys too. I mean, those come to mind pretty prominently. But again, it's about a concession to who you are for real, not who you used to be. And I love seeing guys play more on the ground when they were high flyers earlier, or add a jump shot when they were drivers. Those are neat evolutions to see.
5 on the clock. Cunningham kicks to Robertson, and it's blocked by Divac. Johnson attacking. The teardrop falls in. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting.
The Nets have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Capella's checked in. Here's McGrady, and again it's New York.
You know, you gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing scorer from any spot on the floor.
Robertson against Johnson. Robertson passes to Bull. Here's McGinnis. Passes it to Bull. From deep, Robertson. Divac grabs the board. Divac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Here's McGinnis. And Divac pulls it down. Divac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. They get the rebound. Hornacek for 3. No good that time.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's Robertson with nobody on him. He buries the jumper. Robertson's got 8. The Knicks leading by 17. Johnson kicks to McGrady. Johnson against Robertson. Johnson dishes to Divac. It's blocked. Here's McGinnis. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Robertson. And taken away by Johnson. And a fast break now for the Knicks. McGrady's running.
Boy, McGrady, an elite talent. I mean, a remarkable athlete. Tremendous bounce and speed and strength. And he continues to get better.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. Brown is checked in for the Nets. And then for New York, Robinson's checked in for Divac. And John Wall subbed in for Johnson. And McGrady drops them both. Nets trailed by 19. Brown with it. The pass to McGinnis. It's stolen by McGrady. Inside. And Robinson gets it to go on the assist by McGrady. 6 points for Robinson.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
The shot's good from Robertson.
From anywhere in the lane, Robertson's strength and quickness usually means he's the last man standing.
Brown against McGrady. Deflects the pass. Coleman. And he banks in the layup.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Here's McGinnis. Robinson with the block.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
McGinnis the pass to Robertson. Over Wall. Offensive rebound. And it's Capella missing.
Kevin, I like the defense there. I mean, they didn't make that easy, and he definitely seemed intimidated by the defenders.
Pass to Hornacek. He kicks it to McGrady. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fades back. It's rebounded by Robertson. Nets trailed by 21. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Brown, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. For Brooklyn, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Thompson against Brown. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game.
Substitution for the Knicks. George McGinnis.
Here's Thompson. Passes to Mashburn. 2 on the clock. And that's off the glass and in. Mashburn's got his second bucket of the night.
And Mashburn is a really good small forward now. A terrific shooter who scores well from the mid-range area of the floor.
And so it's New York cruising into the quarter break with a 22-point lead. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth, they've got AI all out there with Klay Thompson. And it's Mutombo, and it's Mashburn in at the 3.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Outside Bosch, kicks it to Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Mashburn. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Yeah, and Mashburn, really one of the more versatile guys at that forward position. He can score, rebound, and pass all at a high level.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for New York. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. Out to the wing. Mutombo passes to Bosch. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. They'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And that game against the Warriors, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. Here's Barkley. Robertson outside. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. In terms of competitive balance, Clark, with 2-3 teams being the heavy favorites every year, what do the other teams really have to play for?
Well, first and foremost, the opportunity to rewrite that script. I mean, just because teams are heavy favorites don't mean they're going to prevail in competition. So that's the first thing. And you never know what can happen. We've talked about it before, Kevin, the unpredictability of teams and seasons, how they play out, injuries, personnel, all of that stuff factors in. So if you're a competitor, you want to knock off whoever's expected to be the top team.
And the first one drops.
Hard not to appreciate the brilliance of Wall. I mean, a super fast, quick player, a guy who runs the offense exceedingly well.
And so he hits both. Nets trail by 20. Brown outside. And it's sent back by Bosch. And he's able to get it back. The Knicks shooting an efficient 53% from the field. And Thompson kicks to Bosch. Capella against Mutombo. Now the pass to Bosch. Here's Mashburn. Drops one in from the wing. Mashburn's got 4 points in the quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Wall. Here's Mashburn. McGinnis covering. The offensive rebound for Brooklyn. They've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And the dunk by Capella.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
There's the feed to Wall. Outside Bosch. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Mashburn. Brooklyn with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Barkley, no luck. New York leading by 18. Thompson looking for an opening. Connects from 3-point range. Mashburn's got 9 points here in the second half.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Pass to McGinnis. When you look at player contracts today, Clark, a little different from the one after you signed your rookie year. What, 4 years and $1 million? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got the numbers right, Kevin. And, you know, I look at that as all relative. How about the guys who played way before me?
Right.
And they were traveling on trains to games and were working jobs during the summer. I mean, it's all a function of the revenue generation of the league, which has grown exponentially. Since I played, we were part of the group that actually saw the first salary cap instituted in the early 80s. So growth is part of what we see now in players' salaries, and I'm all for the guys to get what they deserve from that standpoint.
Tracy McGrady's checked in for New York. Hornacek comes in for John Wall. Hornacek, no luck.
And he's just a tough defender. Good positioning to get after that shot.
Did a good job guarding the mid-range, extended out nicely, and definitely bothered the shot.
Here's McGrady. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. And they'll keep possession. They retain possession. Over McGinnis, and that one off the back of the rim and in. McGrady's got 23 points.
And McGrady, as accomplished a mid-range shooter as we have in the game, keeps that high release point on the jump shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tracy McGrady. That is his first foul of the game. It's the Nets now to the left side wing. Robertson outside. We seem to see a lot of players request trades in the media, but Clark, you have to believe some teams were blindsided by this.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kevin, that teams have been blindsided on occasion. I don't like to see players operate that way, but I also understand sometimes the frustration that leads them to do so. But at the end of the day, I think it's part and parcel of the environment we're in and the nature of the business of the NBA. Sometimes players just aren't confident in what they hear directly, so they take other measures to voice their choice or displeasure.
Barkley against Bosch. Robertson left side. 4 on the shot clock. Passes it to Bowl. Here's Barkley, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here's Bosch bringing it up for New York. To the middle. Rejected by Robertson. Thompson against Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Shot jump.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
The first one falls. Mark, when you were playing to complement your inside game, you had that wonderful mid-range jumper, but more and more, players are going away from it.
I think it's all driven by analytics, Kevin. I mean, everything is about the three-point shot, efficiency of your possessions, go for 3 when you can or get it to the rim. And that makes sense from a mathematical standpoint. From a game standpoint, though, if a quality shot is a mid-range shot for a good shooter, I think you should take them all the time. I mean, that would just be my posture. So I differ with the analytics. I understand what they say. But if I was coaching, guys get a good mid-range jumper from a quality shooter, we're shooting it every time.
And McGrady drops them both. Nets trailed by 21. Here's McGinnis. That's in, coming off the assist from Robertson. Robertson's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to McGrady. Over to the wing. Thompson outside. Some nice passing by New York here. And that one, good.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Robertson passes to Brown. Here's McGinnis. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by McGrady. Hornacek against Robertson. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his 5th foul. You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
Mutombo kicks to McGrady. Clock at 6. Over McGinnis. And that one's good. McGrady. McGrady's got 6 in the quarter.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
Yeah, you know, continue to pour it on them. That's what they want to do right now. Doing their best to put this game out of reach and in the win column.
Here's Robertson. Makes it off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Mutombo kicks to McGrady. It's Hornacek on the wing. Unloads from 13. Jump shot is good. Hornacek's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Robertson drives in, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Jeff Hornacek.
And just able to score in so many ways. Robertson puts the defense there in an impossible situation.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
New York leading by 19. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Nets Nets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth, 8 of 12. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And they've been very loose with the ball here. They haven't been as patient, forcing things a bit, which has led to turnovers. They need to just slow down and relax.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Tracy McGrady.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. Here's Barkley. Now the pass to McGinnis. Robertson outside. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Robertson's got 16 here in the second half.
And, you know, for the Big O tonight, doesn't really matter, Kevin. Inside, outside, well defended or not, he's scoring at will.
It's good. 15 points for AI.
And when you've got that much of a size advantage on your defender, that's how you take advantage of it.
Robertson passes to Barkley. A reverse, and it's sent back by Bosch. And he recovers it. Good on the bucket. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Hornacek kicks to McGrady.
Yeah, tough break for him there. But they'd have a tough time coming back from this deficit no matter who's on the floor.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Capella's checked in. Free throw good. Bosch. Both free throws good from Bosch. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Brown the pass to McGinnis. Here's Bull. But they get it back.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Knicks.
Their superior ball handling, 1 and 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
Miller kicks to Cunningham. His first shot coming late. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. The Knicks leading by 17. Johnson finds Anderson. New York moving it around. And it's D-Bot's missing.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, frustrating to say the least. I mean, don't even know why they're trying anymore. This one is a wrap.
He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. And the Knicks lead by 17. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's Miller penetrating over Johnson. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
The clock now can just run out for the Knicks. So no problem for New York as they get the win. They came in here and took care of business like David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Craig Anthony, and David